Wonder what people are thinking, me walking through the city, clearly camping, clearly geared up for camping. In a way, much like you fine people, they're watching Small Plots with Kevin. I'm Kevin, out for another little stealth camp. Out for another little stealth camp tonight, walking through the city. It's gonna be a nice little urban location. Should be a fun time if we can get there without getting robbed. I'm just kidding, there's no danger of getting robbed right now, but I am in a highly dense area in South Rochester here. It's not really highly dense, that was a joke. It's like medium density here in South Rochester, New York. Even though I'm in the south of the city, it's pretty cold here today. In the upper to mid 30s, gonna get down into the mid 20s tonight. Fahrenheit. I'm hoping for a fire because of the aforementioned chilliness. A fire would just be great for that. Hey buddy. Alright, see ya. Walking over an old decommissioned railroad bridge right now. It's got some nice holes in it. Gotta watch my foot, watch my feet, watch my step. And there's the Erie Canal below me. I can still hear the expressway, but it's definitely a little quieter out here. Okay, there's a runner coming up behind me. I'm about to duck into the woods, but for now I'm kind of just looking like I'm playing with the camera. Hi there. Okay, let's do this as uncreepily as possible in case she looks back and sees me jumping into the woods. I don't know if the camera picked up on it. She had some kind of weird contraption on. I don't know. I'll talk about it in a second. Okay, there's definitely some skid marks here, like something else has come up here recently. Probably a deer. Hopefully a deer. When I say skid marks, I mean in the mud, not like in the underwear. Yeah, there's definitely disturbed leaf action, but they look like deer footprints. Okay, success. We are in the forest. I'm going to go in a little bit so I have a higher probability of being able to have a fire. It's going to get real cold tonight. I'm going to be pretty sad if a fire isn't possible. but I think we'll be okay. I can hear a plane taking off. I'm very close to the airport. Okay, this looks okay here. I'm gonna keep going, but this would not be a bad spot right here. Flat ground. I got a tent tonight. Not too shabby. We'll see though. I think there's a better spot in here. Walk down here, there's an abandoned hotel. I thought they were going to redevelop it into something, whether it be another hotel or something else, but it looks extremely abandoned still. Boards on most of the windows. Yeah, I don't think anybody cares about this place. I could camp right here probably and nobody would care. I'm not gonna though. That'd be a little, I'd be pushing it just a little bit. I'm here above this kind of like little dip in the earth. I'm gonna try and go down because it looks like there's some amazing flat ground that's open enough and flat enough for a tent and a fire. But I'm gonna get down there quickly because I keep hearing noises. Who knows who's in this forest? I haven't done a thorough check. Someone could be camping right over there, and I wouldn't be surprised. This is an urban forest. Okay, hey, sliding down. Here we go. Okay. Is this tree dead? Yes, but it saved me. I had to ask if this tree was dead. Okay, we're good. Okay. All right. Okay. I really don't think I'm gonna find a better spot than this. This is great. I'm protected on almost all sides by berms or raised ground. Behind the camera, you can see right here. Over there mostly, I can kind of see the expressway and hear it still. Yeah, over here, no one would see me have a fire back here. Some trash. Not too bad though. Okay, well, I'm going to take my pack off, do a quick little walk around, make sure there's no neighbors. But I think this is a pretty good spot, and I gotta hurry up because we got about, I don't know, hour and a half of daylight left. So let's move. Yeah, no signs of any previous campers. No real disturbed leaves or disturbed anything. Hardly any trash, a little bit of trash. Not too bad. Kind of getting a glimpse, a little snapshot of the area. Not too shabby. Got some nice big old boulders. I'm not going to walk around this whole forested area, but I've camped in other places nearby and it was okay. Man, look how big and old this tree is right here. Wowee. Looking around at the ground here, it's actually going to be kind of a pain to find the perfect spot for a tent. There's a lot of roots, there's a lot of big boulders. I'll have to shuffle away the leaves and see what's underneath and kind of go from there. I'm thinking tent here and then fire out in front of it, kind of here where the camera is, maybe out that way a little bit. Whatever works best. Maybe, yeah, I don't know, we'll figure it out. I don't want to move all of the leaves away to get down to the dirty, muddy ground, because that will soak up through the bottom of the tent and make it terrible. I don't have a ground tarp today. I know I probably should, but it's an extra thing. And I had my pack just bursting with camping ingredients. So basically I'm kind of moving the leaves around to see if there's anything sharp or anything immobile. I'm gonna kick some rocks out of the way, see if I can't find any roots. But this is probably my option right here. This is gonna be a lumpy sleep. Ooh, maybe I'll set it up over here. This isn't too bad. It's a little less protected. The other spot is in the corner over here, but there's a root going right through it. Can't really sleep with that. Plus there was a ton of branches that were just in the dirty mud. I can see the ground pretty well here. I think I'm just gonna go for it. I think I'm just gonna go for it right now. I'm going for it. Normally I set up my camping chair and put my bag on the chair and unload from there, but I didn't bring the chair. Sitting on the ground tonight. Tent pole sticking out the back with an extra tripod that I don't need, but I feel like if I connect it to the pole sticking out of the pack, it looks more like I'm filming, like it's camera equipment and not camping equipment. I don't really know if it's any better or worse considering the neighborhood I just walked through, but there it is, extra tripod if I need it. Ooh, got something in the beverage center here. Gonna have to see what that is in a few minutes here. Now, I think it's cozier to have the front of the tent facing this way, but strategically, I think it's better to have it facing that way, because if anybody's coming back here, it's from that way. But aesthetically, it looks better this way. I don't know. What should I do? Aesthetics or safety? This ground is very wet. Probably should have brought an extra tarp for the ground. It's been raining, well, slushing and snowing and wintry mix raining in the past couple days. So everything's kind of soaked, including the ground where I'm putting my tent. Okay, got a house for the night. Not too shabby. Yeah, can't say shabby. My mouth, I'm starting to get cold. Yeah, I can't speak as quickly. It's getting close to freezing. I can feel it in my jaw muscles. Oh man, see the dust coming off of this? Oof. Oh, it's gritty in my teeth. This is dusty. Look at all this. It was mud last time I used it, and I didn't clean it out. I just kind of let it dry, so it's kind of dirty in here. It's a tissue from last time I used it. Gross. Yeah. We have to shake this tent out. I'm gonna try to take something like this and just sweep it a little bit. I'm not going to get all of it. It's still going to be dirty, but there's just some big hunks of dirt and bark and rocks. And then I'm basically all set up. Got my sleeping pad and my sleeping bag. Oh my gosh, this thing is so muddy. Look at this. If you want to see the camping trip where I got this tent super muddy, it's from a couple months ago. It's the only camping ASMR video I have, and it didn't do that great. I was just not in the mood that week for turning it on for the camera. It was the week my grandma passed, so I did a quiet ASMR camp and got my tent really muddy. And I'm finding, this, there's a stick underneath here that I'm trying to get out, and I just knocked the camera over. Okay, I'm clearly not almost done. I'm clearly right in the middle. Anyway, I'm gonna get this all set up, sweep my tent out, and then we're starting a fire. Yeah, okay, that's good. I'll try to get it out the door best I can, but I'm gonna need both hands. Yeah, that girl that was jogging by right before I ran into the woods has some kind of like weird contraption. I'm not really sure. It looked like dental headgear, but it wasn't. I'm not really sure. There were tubes. I think probably at the end of the day she was just wearing like a mask because her face was cold, like a scarf, and the tubes were like from a camelback or something going in there to hydrate her. But like the way they came up, it looked really weird. I don't think the camera picked up on any of that, but it was startling. Of the two people, she was the weirder one. For once, as I'm about to jump into the woods for a stealth camp, I met somebody else who was doing something even weirder than that. So I was looking around this little small plot here, and I found what I believe to be some kind of, well, it is a cave. It's a small cave, maybe home to a fox or perchance coyote. I don't know, but I'm gonna shine this light in. It's hard to tell if the area around it looks disturbed. It doesn't look super used, but I mean, this is a perfect spot if you're a fox or coyote or just like a small man. Yeah. I don't see anything, but I mean, this is perfect for a little winter, you know, hibernaculum or whatever. Perfect, perfect, perfect. It's possible they're in there and just farther back. I can't quite see the back of it. Cool. Why'd I bring a tent? I could have just camped in there, camped in that hole. Okay, I think it's time to start gathering some kindling and some wood. Not gonna have to look too far. This place is lousy with both. And I'm gonna get that fire going, break into the beverage center, and continue on with the night. Got a simple half fire ring going on here. I'm gonna need some coals to cook on, so I didn't want to do the entire round ring because it's more difficult to bring coals out. Nice little seat. We have 5-10 minutes before the sun officially sets. We got to get this fire going. Oh boy, off to a good start. Got some trusty birch bark here that I've harvested from another place. That's probably the last of the bag there. didn't have time to get all the wood ready. I got most of it. I sawed a couple things up. Got more to do, and I'm surrounded by just totally usable, mostly dry wood. Man, I gotta get this fire going. I am hungry and thirsty. And there you have a fire. Time to break into the beverage center. Whoop. You know what we got today. An old classic here on Small Plots. Space Kitty. If this is your first time joining the channel, welcome. Hope you subscribe. That would just be so lovely if you could subscribe, maybe give a little like. That would really do me a solid. So thank you. But if this is your first time, Space Kitty's a mainstay here on Small Plots. I enjoy it. It's a Citra Double IPA. It's a local Rochester, New York beer by Rohrbach Brewing. And that's the stuff. This is the first time I've had to sit down since leaving my house to go camping. It's about 5 o'clock now. The sun is set. Still a little light out, but not enough to film with. Got the fire going. Everything's kind of finally in place for me to relax just a little bit here. It's weird, you know, leaving for an overnight at 2:30 in the afternoon. It was about an hour walk through the city to get here, and gotta tighten the pants here. Things went pretty smoothly. I haven't camped here before, but I've camped nearby, and I had this spot kind of in the back of my mind. And then I remembered it the other day. I was like, oh yeah, I gotta go back to that spot, because I wanted a place where I could have a tent and have a fire. That's what I wanted. That's what I was in the mood for. The fire, mainly because it's gonna get really cold. I'm pretty warm right now though, moving around. I had about 10-15 minutes to grab as much wood as possible and quickly start the fire before the sun went down. Sorry, I thought I saw something over there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm the only person back here. Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot of places other than here and a couple other spots. I still got to go around, get some more wood for the fire, but this is basically it. Just kind of chilling. It's 5 o'clock, just about PM Fahrenheit, and I don't know what I'm gonna do for the rest. I got hours. Usually this is when I would like leave for a camp, is right now. I'm gonna cook food in a minute here. I'm getting kind of hungry. Let this beer go down. It's going down nice and easy, the beer. Once it gets a little darker too, I'll take a little walk around the area, get up closer to the expressway, just kind of take a little night walk. It's a little bit of an eerie late fall night, pretty still. It was windier earlier today, but not too much wind now. The leaves are pretty much dead still. Other than the road noise, very peaceful back here. Look at this amazing wood action I got going on here. It's the height of laziness, really. I don't feel like chopping this stuff up or sawing it up, so I just find it, you know, around the woods here, and just kind of put it on the fire as it lays. It works. It's been working out pretty well so far, and I'm gonna keep doing that. You can see I have some tissues discarded on the ground there. That's not just carelessly tossed for no reason. That's where there's a big old pile of deer poop there, so I can easily avoid it. I'm not gonna leave those. Fire's doing well, really well, really well. Actually, I kind of want to touch it. Let me just It's not quite dinner yet, but I have something really unique that I want to cook. And it is, it's something that is it's kind of a New York heritage thing. So I'm really excited about this. Let's get to cooking. So one of the major mountain ranges in New York State is the Adirondack mountain range. Now the word Adirondack is Iroquois for bark eater. You got some nice tasty strips. Ooh, a little toasty. Got some real nice strips of bark here. Ooh, ooh, yeah. These are gonna be tender. These are gonna be wild and good. That's pretty succulent looking, isn't it? Can't wait. Oh no, my delicacy. I left it on the flame a little too long and it caught fire, so I guess I'm not eating bark tonight. It's kind of a bummer. That's okay. I got other food. I have other things. Maybe I'll find some more bark, but I don't know. Usually there's not a lot of bark in forests. It's kind of rare, so we'll see. Since I burned my bark, I'm gonna have to eat some actual food. So tonight I'm cooking some Space Kitty. Wrong can. Tonight, cooking some beans, baby. And I'm actually not gonna cook them in the can tonight. I've done it the past 2 times, and that's the only 2 times in my life that I've ever done it. So I'm like, not a big deal. But I feel like if I keep doing it, then I'm just the dude that is constantly cooking his beans on the fire. And that's just not a great thing to do. So I have this. I have a little pot that I'm gonna pour some beans in. The pot is not nearly big enough to fit this entire gargantuan can of beans in. So I'm gonna have to cook it in phases. That's all right. I got no problem with that. There we go. Oh, this isn't gonna work with me doing this. Why is this not like? There we go. There we go. Had to get it to puncture. This is the food preparation part of the video. That's why I'm filming me opening the beans, because this is the preparation. People like to see the preparation of the meal. Here I am doing it. Oh God. I don't want to get the bean juice on me. Okay, we got a little bit of lid left. But the bean juice it's really aching. It's really aching to come out here. Okay, yep. Yep. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Just a little bit left on the corner, so we can pop it open like a classic can of beans. It's always good to have the lid just kind of barely hanging on. It's just more classic that way. Okay, so I've got this glove that I'm going to need to, use as kind of an oven mitt. And I've got this, my Joe Robinette little thing that fits around my Nalgene, and it goes on every single camping trip, and I use it on a 10th of them. But it's so light, and it just fits around my Nalgene bottle, so it's like bringing nothing extra anyway. And it's handy in times like this. Also spork. This fire's keeping me nice and warm. I keep looking at the temperature. It's not quite freezing yet. It's just above freezing, but I feel just fine. I have my jacket open. I am wearing layers and thermals and stuff, but yeah, should be not too bad tonight, I think. I don't know if it's going to get as cold as predicted. Anyway, let's pour some beans in here, huh? Okay. It's going to be interesting because these beans are liquidy, and I want to get more beans than liquid. Also, I don't want to do it over my Space Kitty. I have my Space Kitty right here. Let's not do that. Oh, that's most of the beans. I might be able to fit all the beans in here. I think I'm gonna do it. Oh man, that's awesome. I thought this was gonna be a whole thing. There's just a couple of beans left. I'm gonna need a tool for that. This is just great news. I guess I could have looked at the amount of beans and compare it to how many milliliters that is, but I didn't, and now I'm surprised. I got a little surprise out of not doing any research on my own equipment. That's just a solid cup of beans right there. Here we are cooking some beans. Super pumped about how that worked out. Ah, fantastic. That just made the night so much better. That's what it takes for me to have a good night. The beans fit in the container, even though I didn't think they were going to fit in that container. That's it. That's what brings me excitement. Okay, looks like it's good to take off. Oh yeah. Look at them boiling beans. Okay, time to eat some beans. Not out of the can. That's what beans taste like. This fire is really hot. I have to move. It's like searing me. I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna eat these beans. I'm gonna drink this Space Kitty. I'm gonna have myself a little time here. Well, I've eaten the beans. I've eaten them hard and I've eaten them strong. I have the can of beans, well, the vessel, the bean vessel, in the fire just to kind of like sear up the beans inside, so I'm not putting bean juice in my trash bag. I'm not trying to burn the can or anything. Just don't want bean juice around, you know? So yeah, I'm gonna let this settle in my stomach a little while with the help of some Space Kitty. And then I think we'll go for a little walk, huh? Kind of check this place out. See if we can't get ourselves caught just by roaming around. Let's try, huh? maybe we'll find something just, you know, fabulous. So I'll sit here for a minute and digest, and then let's go on a little journey. Go on a little adventure. Okay, I'm gonna walk over here. It looks like I can get pretty close to the road. Think anyone suspects that there's someone lurking in the dark? Absolutely zero activity here. This abandoned hotel behind me. Nothing really going on here tonight. Pretty uneventful. No weird sounds. No weird happenings.
No strange men running out of the woods straight at me with a knife. None of that. Kind of disappointing. I mean, it's been a nice camp. It's been stellar. It's been peaceful. I've enjoyed myself. But you know, it's a stealth camp. You expect some kind of turmoil. Nothing. I didn't even hear like a stick crack, really. Like there wasn't even anything where I was like, "What's that? We got someone's coming up." There's nothing. There's nothing. It's a pretty uneventful stealth camp, which is fine. It's been a fun camp anyway. It's been nice. I'm glad I got to camp at this little spot here. Just nothing. Like, if a man came out of the woods right now, like a toothless, like a silver, long-haired man, toothless, just came running out of the woods right now, and just, like, didn't even say anything, just came running at me, it'd be pretty good content. I'm not gonna lie. That'd be some pretty good content. But for the time being, this is kind of it. Sitting here, just being completely engulfed by the smoke. Good time, fun time, fabulous time. Gonna head in the tent soon. Have some candy. I don't know if I'm gonna eat the candy, but I have the candy. Traffic's died down a little bit, so it's gotten a little bit quieter. Hopefully it stays that way. Probably won't, because it's traffic. I'm going to try to wake up pretty early tomorrow and get out. I got to get home, got to get editing, get the video out. It's not supposed to rain. There's about a 10% chance of rain at like 4 o'clock a.m. or something like that. I don't have the cover on my tent, so there's a little bit of there's like a tiny triangle of mesh facing the sky. I'm going to chance it. I think I'm going to be okay. Too stealthy. Too good of a spot. Too stealthy of a spot. I gotta de-stealth it a little bit. Like, downgrade a level of stealth. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm not gonna lie. That's been a pretty terrible seat all night. I know it looks luxurious. I know you're thinking, Kevin, how can this seat be not comfortable? It looks so comfortable. Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but there's just not enough back support. That's really the problem. You know, I need the lumbar. Well, here we are in the tent. I've got my sleeping bag all set up here. I couldn't find my blow-up pillow for my tent camping. I like a little blow-up pillow when I'm tent camping, not so much hammock camping, but so I put my jacket that I was wearing, my coat, my puffy coat, and another extra shirt that I brought in case I got too cold, which I didn't need, in my stuff sack, in the stuff sack for my sleeping bag. So that should be a pretty good pillow. I'm gonna actually probably do that from now on. That's a fantastic idea. If it's not too cold, I don't think it's quite below freezing just yet. I think it's like 1 or 2 degrees above freezing, probably 33, 34 degrees Fahrenheit. Let me check my phone. 35 degrees Fahrenheit. So yeah, not gonna get quite as cold as I thought, but still pretty chilly. One camping luxury I take every single camping trip, unless I forget, but usually I don't forget, is a new pair of socks as soon as I get into my sleeping bag. So I'm gonna put these socks on, crawl into this sleeping bag, and slumber away. I'd like to get up a little bit early, get home, gotta edit this video, gotta get it out to you fine people. Unless anything like totally weird or bodacious happens in the middle of the night, I'll See you guys in just a second.
That was a pretty fine sleep. Maybe one of the better sleeps I've had in a tent. I'm getting better at sleeping in a tent. Nothing really to report. Heard some screeching at some point in the night. Probably a fox or something. Other than that, nothing. Just loud traffic noise, but it's kind of peaceful. Sometimes it keeps you up, like you get a loud car, but I only woke up a couple times last night after I fell asleep. Not too bad. It's kind of chilly. I don't know what temperature it is. It's probably at freezing or just above freezing. It's about 7 o'clock a.m. Fahrenheit, and I'm going to start packing up here because I got to get home and get to editing this video. I got a lot of clips I got to go through. Some condensation here. Sweet.
It smells kind of like freshly baked muffins out here. There must be a place nearby making some freshly baked morning muffins. It's delightful. I'm not sure where that place would be. I know there's a diner right over there. It's the airport here, so there's just like a few restaurants around. Nothing crazy though. Like, it's not like a restaurant hub by any means. I'm already like half packed up. I got all my stuff, like my sleeping bag and my sleeping pad and all that stuff packed up. I just got to get my trash and my tent. If I can't fit my tent back in the bag, if it doesn't fit up or if it's too wet or whatever, I brought another bag, just kind of shove it in and walk with if I have to do so. It's the orange bag. You guys have seen the orange bag. I've used it before. Okay, we go do that. Again! I was able to do it. Fit everything in there. Didn't have to put my tent in a little exterior bag that I hold in my hand. It's all there. It's all just shoved in. It's quite tight. It's quite packed. But I'm ready to go. Well, this was a fine little small plot. Thank you, small plot. Thank you. I was gonna thank the campsite, you know. Pretty clear, pretty good. Fire's cooled to the touch. Everything's all set there. Yeah, I don't think I'm leaving anything behind. Nothing hanging in trees. No lights. No pin the tail on the donkey. I don't know. I just woke up, you guys. Okay. Now let's hope there's nobody running on this trail out here and I scare the bejesus out of them just popping out of the woods. Okay, I'm at the point. it's like I have to, once I get going, there's no stopping. I gotta run up that berm and then down the other side where the trail is. That will take me home. Okay. Hopefully, one of these days I'm gonna freak somebody out. Especially this one right here is prime for it, because I can't see anything before I come out, and I just have to run onto the trail, basically. Okay, going up the first berm. Doesn't look like there's anybody on the trail. Oh God, stuck in the bramble. Just go, just go. Not today, runners. Maybe another day, but not today. That was a pretty fun camp. Got to eat some beans. Got to experience sitting on concrete blocks for several hours. That was really good on my butt. Yeah, really enjoyable little spot. I'll have to head back there one of these days. Don't forget, if this is your first time on the channel and you haven't subscribed, I mean, you may as well subscribe here at the end of the video. You watched the whole, whatever, 40, 50 some odd minute video. Please, just subscribe. Subscribe, please. Well, thanks for watching Small Plots with Kevin. I'm Kevin. Don't forget, new episodes of Small Plots every Tuesday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Sometimes I go on stealth camps like this. Sometimes I go to the backwoods. Sometimes I jump naked into a body of water and scare children. But thanks for watching till the end here, everybody, and I'll catch you on that I don't really do that nexty. Mwah. Is this just a random pile of snow? Yeah. I know this is kind of like a sports complex. Must have something to do with that, like an ice rink or something. Yeah, that's just a big pile of snow. Hasn't snowed like this yet this year. Really ice. Yeah, this has to be an ice rink of some kind. Here in this little park, I hear action going on over there. Okay, I'm getting out of here. You can see the brown water of the river. I'm standing over the Erie Canal at the confluence of the Genesee River and the Erie Canal. You can see that's all just smoky mud kind of coming down into the canal here. Really cool looking. So weird. It looks like rocks. It's not. I don't think it is. Could be. Now that I'm looking at it, it could be rocks. But I don't think so. I'm pretty sure that's mud. Okay, I'm standing down below. It is definitely mud. It's not. It looks like a shelf of rocks, but it's definitely mud. I'm gonna throw this in here just to prove it. I don't know what that proved. I guess that it's mud. Look at it swirl. It smells like natural gas out here. I'm gonna get out of here.